I'm back with another review. This is Beverly Hills Cop 2. As you know, I got the 3-disc set. I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty badass. Comes with some good features. I didn't even know it had special features in it. Like, it has interviews with the cast and crew and stuff like that. I don't think Eddie Murphy's in this, though. I think it's just people that were involved in the technical stuff, like the director and the people that did the lighting and stuff like that. I don't think Eddie's actually in this. But anyway, I'm going to get to my review now. I hope you guys enjoy it. This is really a good set. Tomorrow's going to be the last one, and like I said, I can't wait till the 4th one comes out. So, anyway, here's my review. I approve this message. Alright, so here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Another installment of the Beverly Hills Cop series. This is May 20th, 1987. Beverly Hills Cop 2. And it's produced by Paramount Pictures and Simpson and Bruckheimer. Again, they did the first one. This one takes place 2 years later. Axel Foley is again portrayed by Eddie Murphy. John Taggart is portrayed by John Ashton. And Billy Rosewood is portrayed by Judge Reinhold once again. As I stated a second ago, this takes place 2 years after the first one. Bogomil is again played by Ronny Cox, and Douglas Todd is again played by Gilbert Hill. So, in this installment, at this point, Axel Foley and Andrew Bogomil are friends now. He's even gotten to know his daughter, Bogomil's daughter, Jan Bogomil, played by Alice Adair. So that's pretty cool. This one has a criminal called the Alphabet Bandit, which we later find out is actually a group of people. It's more than one person. And what they would do is they would send a code for you to try to figure out where they were going to strike next and who they were going to kill next. And it sort of sounds very similar to the Zodiac murders. Maybe they were inspired by that. Because you got to remember, this is the 1980s. The Zodiac murders took place just decades earlier, so maybe they were inspired by that and they used that for this movie. But anyway, what happens is Bogomil gets shot when he's on to the so-called Alphabet Bandit or the Alphabet Killer, whichever one you want to call them. So after he gets shot, Axel learns about it on the news and he goes back to California to try to see what's going on. He reconnects with John Taggart, played by John Ashton, and Billy Rosewood, played by Judge Reinhold. And they basically inform him of what's going on. And Axel is up to his old tricks. He's lying again. He's breaking into people's houses again. He's like, oh, this is my uncle's house. And he says he's the building inspector. And he's the, this kind of inspector and that inspector. It's basically more of the same thing. The main criminal in this is Carla Fry. And she's played by Bridget Nielsen. She was the leader of the so-called Alphabet Bandits. Douglas Todd, played by Gilbert Hill, once again, he's still sticking his neck out for Axel Foley. And he's got the dirtiest mouth, and that's what just cracks me up. He's all like, Foley, what the fuck are you doing? You know how he talks, and it's just hilarious. It's this one It was okay. One thing I was talking about earlier, because I watched it with my mom. You guys know we're big fans of the Beverly Hills Cop series. And one thing we talked about is we noticed that they tried to bring everybody back from the first one. They even tried to use the same music score from the first one. I guess they wanted it to feel as similar to the first one as they possibly could get it to feel. And this is not a knock at the film. To me, it just wasn't as good. It was okay. It was alright. For one thing, I didn't like the idea that his nemesis was a woman. It's not that I have anything against women. I just wanted it to be a showdown between two guys, but it ended up being a woman. So that's what sort of threw me off. I was like, okay. I wanted them to have a fight or something, but like I said, it was okay. Bogomil gets shot, as I pointed out, so Axel's, back in Beverly Hills trying to avenge that, and this time he ends up at the Playboy Mansion. And another thing is, I really don't like when they put celebrities in these movies, because Eddie Murphy himself is already a celebrity. So if Axel Foley is supposed to be a regular person, and then he's talking to Hugh Hefner, to me it takes away from the authenticity of it. It feels more natural if it's just Eddie Murphy by himself. And I've said this before. Like, it would be kind of corny if Eddie Murphy met, I don't know, let me think of a celebrity real quick. I guess, like, it would be kind of corny if Eddie Murphy met Ariana Grande. It's like, oh, hey, you're Ariana Grande, or whoever the biggest. I'm not into celebrities that much, but you guys know what I mean. It just takes away from the authenticity of it. So it would have been better if it would have just been a regular person as opposed to Hugh Hefner. You know what I mean? So, and this is not me dumping on the film. It was okay. It just wasn't as good as the first one. And 3, oh my goodness, I don't even want to talk about 3. Because 3 is even worse. But the first Beverly Hills Cop is definitely the best. The Alphabet Bandit leader, Carla Fry, played by Bridget Nielsen, she ends up being killed by John Taggart, played by John Ashton. Gilbert Godfrey is in this movie, and Chris Rock is in this movie. Like, way too many celebrities. And it just took away from the feeling of authenticity for me as a movie fan. My review of Beverly Hills Cop, it was alright. Beverly Hills Cop 2, I should say. I guess I give it a B. They tried to make it feel as authentic as the first one did, and to me it just didn't cut it. So if I offended anybody, I apologize. It wasn't my intention. It wasn't as good as the first one. I want to thank you guys for listening to my review of Beverly Hills Cop Part 2. It came out May 20th, 1987. And now we're on to Beverly Hills Cop 3. Oh boy. Here we go. Alright guys, well thank you for listening. I really appreciate it. I'm the Michael Myers fanatic. I approve this message. Beverly Hills Cop 2. May 20th, 1987. Thank you.